What's going on? Hey, Angela. What's going on, everybody? So I just wanted to come and do a quick live by about relationships. That's it. I hardly come live, but I really be wanting to. But I don't know. Sometimes it just don't be enough interest out here. When it came to R. Kelly stories, to be honest with y'all, um, my passion is in fighting for people, helping people that's suffering, and that's just that I see that is not getting a fair just. Now, people might argue that R. Kelly, he should have known better. And I don't know, and this thing might be dropping and it might be freezing. And if that's the case, then I will be ending it live. But part of the reason, again, I'm trying to check out this program. But getting back to what I'm saying, Angela, is the video dropping? Because if it is, it just really gets on my last one. Just let me know, Angela, if the video's dropping, please. But I'm gonna continue, okay? I wanted to talk about relationships because everybody has them, and I am not a young chicken. I don't mind getting older. I actually look forward to it. I don't care. I can dye my hair. I don't mind. I think that you do. It's a fact. You get more experience in life when you get older. You should be having more wisdom. Everybody in life they don't inherit wisdom. But for the most part, a person that like me that wants to be wise, the understanding, want to be knowledgeable, I'm forever gonna make sure that I'm keeping up with that. So, Angela, is it skipping? Because it says that it is. So let me know if the video's frozen or skipping, please. Things be going wrong. Lord knows things go wrong. But it was somebody by the name of Ruby Rose. She's an upcoming rapper, okay? She's an up and coming rapper. She's a very pretty girl. As a matter of fact, let's show you who she is. That's Ruby Rose. Very pretty lady, very very nice looking. She's actually 22 years old. And so these are the three guys right here, or the three guys that's in her history. Now, we don't even know Ruby. We don't even know who she is. We don't know her skill set. We don't know if she can rap because she just came to the surface, and already it's controversy. She's not even being known for her talent. Pretty much being known for the controversy. You see here Travis Scott in her history, Playboy Cardi, Lil Tjay was the latest. These are rappers. These are young people, and they all look like they got something in common. They all look hood. They all look hood. Now, it's nothing wrong with hood. I'm hood myself. Okay, to me, ghetto and hood, two different things. Ghetto is just straight ignorant. C. Hood is you come from a specific place, you have a certain swag. That does not necessarily mean that you're ghetto. Ruby is a very beautiful young woman, okay? Obviously, physically, you can see that. She's a lot of people's fetishes. They like light skin. It's just the way it is. A lot of men do that. A lot of men like chocolate. Men, they have their preference. A lot of men like them all. Most of them, they like them all. But Ruby is a you can see she's beautiful type woman. And in her 22 years, she's managed to date these guys. And I'm not shocked because most guys will want to date her. She came in the blogs because before that, no, I didn't even know who she was. And again, y'all, let me know, hair options, if this video is freezing or frozen. Let me come on camera. Is it frozen? Is it messing up? Because I'm not about to go through fighting with this thing. Okay, I did want to check on your hi, Judith. And Judith, and I don't have, let me put these glasses on to read. Judith says, my mother told me to always keep enough money on me to get back home. So you heard that story too. Yeah, exactly. You should always, and the crazy thing is, Ruby, in a previous interview, she was talking about how she don't need a man to fly her anywhere. You see how life does you when you boast? Life has a way, of testing you, putting you to the challenge, putting you through the challenge. She came up against a situation where now you need the money. So for a lot of y'all don't know what this story is about. This is a young woman who was basically what's the word? I don't know. The guy was trying to get with her. The word's not escaping me right now. Guy was trying to get with her. Lil Tjay is a rapper. I don't even know him. It's so many rappers these days. I don't know. In my opinion, you're not out there enough. You ain't make it yet. When you a Beyonce, a Megan, a Nicki, or even Cardi, okay. But y'all are not really out there. So Little Tjay, he was trying to court. That's the word. Little Ruby. And so he finally gets her. She says over a year he's been trying to get with her. He finally gets the opportunity. She goes he flies her out. I believe he flew her out for her birthday. Thank you, Hair Options. Flew her out for her birthday. Did the do with her. You know, it went down. Got what he wanted. And after that, he wouldn't give her the money to get back home. So she called the police on him. After this happened, which this came out yesterday, so this is very recent. After this happens, she calls the cops on him. He comes out, she comes out. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's just take a quick look here. This is her here. Okay. It's very quick.
So there's no flight going on. What? What's wrong? What the fuck going on? Yeah, but
So there was another video too, and I don't know where it's at because now I done lost it. But basically, she's sitting there. You can see she's sitting here. Ruby Rose gets mad at Lil Tjay because he didn't buy her a flight to go back home. Now, for one thing, this is why I wanted to do this type of video, is because I am 37. A lot of people don't know this because I know I look young, but I'll be 38 this month. Okay, 38. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus, that I'll be 38 years old. And I have a lot of wisdom. I've been through the rip. I was the crazy one. I was the rejected one. I was the wanted one. I was the one. Like, so when you have wisdom, you need to impart it. Because my problem with Ruby dealt with this type of thing before. She talked about in a Vlad TV interview she did in October that there was a guy in high school, I hate to use this word, but he spit on her. She said he slapped her behind. She got mad. He spit on her. Then she talks about how Playboy Cardi, who is another rapper who is currently with Izzy, what's her name? Izzy. I think she's a white rapper. She believed they just had a baby like this week. She talks about how he shot a gun at her. He used to go on the balcony at her in her hood, and he used to shoot. One day she tried to take his phone or whatever, and he shot towards her. Now we dealing with the situation where Lil Tjay does not want to pay for her flight home. So that just lets me know that there's a lot of misconception, young people. Whoever in this world, in this lifetime, sees this video, whether it's 10 years from now, if we're still here, the way it's going, being beautiful is not enough. I don't know if your parents didn't teach you that, or they did teach you, you just rebel, because we all have been there. Being beautiful, having the shapeliest tail, all of that, getting the shots, she has natural hair, she has a natural body, nice height, fair skin. That is not enough to win over somebody's love. I don't care how hood they look. I don't care how ghetto, how much of a rapper, how much bees they call you in their raps. That's not what they want. They don't want that type of woman. They don't want the hood type of woman. It's not in their makeup. So even if you're dealing with one of them hood guys, ghetto guys, that does not mean that just because you try to get on his level and talk hood does not mean that he is going to want to be your man, because he's not. So he basically did all that courting, like she said, try to get with her, and then what did he do? He turned around and he didn't even want to pay for her flight. Mind you, she tried to take his phone because he was texting another girl. She said was his fan, was her fan. She caught him texting her fan, and she got mad. Called the police on him because he wouldn't fly her home. Now I believe there's a lot more loopholes in that story, but this is the story that we got. So here's some of the text messages here. The first one, I believe, yep, that's it. It says a nigga will literally beg you to put whatever that says down and still play the F out of you. And up here, he says, stop the cap, I booked the flight. Because people was dragging him. Okay, and she says, duh. And you see, she says, let's just say it, duh, bitch. See, this is what I'm saying. The way you speak versus how you look. Two different, you're telling two different stories, two different images. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times, these young people, they think talking down and hood. And I mean, they think that that is what's going to get the type of love they want. Now, you could be yourself. If that's who you are, then that's what they're going to see. But if you're doing something in hopes to gain, first of all, this type of guy is not the settling down type, and he's young. So I don't expect a Lil Tjay to be ready to be your man. Up here it says we was fucking with each other since last year. This nigga been begging me to be his girlfriend. I finally say yes and come down for his B-day because he said he never had a real one. Got a chef to cook. Dead ass. Went out of my way for a nigga. I caught him fucking with a fan of mine, so I wanted to leave. Bam. You see her terminology? Like I'm saying, it's okay to be yourself. But what I can see, Ruby, is you are a beautiful girl that looks like if you shut your mouth, you would probably be wifey material until you open your mouth. First of all, we invest way too much, Ruby. Like you're investing in cooking, getting shit. You don't even you don't even live in the same town as him. You said you finally came and you ordered a chef for him. You're trying to show him what you're made of, what you're capable of, but then you end up getting dissed. So that should teach you a lesson. I mean, certain people I don't really make excuses for. Even though she's 22 years old, you've already been through it. You said in high school where somebody spit on you. You already been through it being shot at. Okay? When are you going to know? Look at self and find out what you're doing wrong here. Maybe you're choosing the wrong type of guys. Now we hear these things all the time, but we don't necessarily listen to it. But I hope that now she learns her lesson. Okay, like I said, y'all, I just wanted to really just talk about relationships and maybe I share something crazy I did. I did a lot of crazy stuff. Why would I lie? Guy used to live with me in my first apartment, ex-boyfriend. He disappears one day and calls me from a private number. I don't see this guy in a couple days. Calls me from a private number, and I'm like, hello, and he say, yeah, I'm on the run. They looking for me. I'm like, well, what's going on? Oh my God. He's saying, have faith in God. Just have faith in God. And so I'm really having faith in God. Guys don't show up. Fast forward a couple days later, his dad calls, invites me. His dad lives in Philly, invites me to his birthday party. I hop on the train. I go to his dad's. That's a whole nother crazy nut case. Dad is really sick. And so I go up there in my young age and come to find out, this guy, my ex, called, his name came up on the caller ID. So it was him. That was strike one. That should have taught me to kick him out. At that time, I didn't listen. So then we figure all that out. We go back. I'm back home. He's back. One day he leaves and he goes. Something says, look over at the entertainment stand. Look over there. He left his cell phone. I don't usually go on their phone because I know how crazy I can get. So I don't want to spark the crazy. But some says, no. I said, look over there and get that phone. Okay, go get that phone. Check the messages. So I go check the message. I'm seeing the breakfast was nice. And when can we meet again? Oh my God. So now I'm really crazy. So I go up there where he's at. I call my cousin. Come get me right now. Let's go. She comes to get me. I'm telling him, look, I'm going to jail today. So I go up there where he's at. Basically, he was selling stuff at a flea market. I go ham on him. But the way I go ham, I don't come out and I don't go loud. See, I hear like a real subtle music tone in my head, and I just hear doom, and so I that's how it go, and I slow down, shake my head. Okay, yeah. So so what I do, I walk slow, make sure he catch eye contact. At this point, I'm very short, so I feel like I'm 6 foot tall. I don't feel like a woman. I feel like a man at this point. This guy is 5'7". I pick up the dolly and I throw it at him. A dolly that pulls things. Then I get locked up, okay? The crazy. Yeah, I get locked up. When I get back, okay, in the time of this craziness, I end up selling his stuff to Play-Dohs. Play-Dohs, you can take your clothes, they'll buy the stuff that they want to buy. I sell some of his stuff. We end it. Things happen in between that. I'm just telling you one of the crazy things that's happened to me to let you know that you will go there, okay? Going there is not, at this point, Ruby should learn that, no guy is worth sacrificing all that because we invest so much into people not even paying attention. They're not investing in us. They're not investing in us, okay? So take it from me, okay? Don't be going crazy. And then don't go crazy on somebody that you think you want to get back with. Save some of that, okay? Let it settle out and just relax because it's not that much of a big deal. So another thing I wanted to talk about, and this is probably it, I'm not talking long, is Azriel. I didn't really say anything about her, but I know that she's on her YouTube channel now, and I don't know if this is skipping, but let me just say she's coming out, she's speaking about her experience now. She wants to tell it all, which she's getting a lot of viewerships and everything. She wants to talk about what's going on with her. I'm not playing her video. Azriel Clary, that's the ex-girlfriend of R. Kelly, and Joycelyn is currently still with him. At least we don't know if she's with them because Joycelyn handles hers a little different. Joycelyn is a much more reserved type and she has a lot of more of a, what is it called? I don't know. She has a lot of cares about how she looks. She's more image conscious, so she's not out here doing a lot of the things you see Azriel do. The reason I chose this picture is because one thing I can say, Azriel, it's okay to tell your story. Everybody else has told your story. Why not? But what I would suggest is don't tell other people's stories. Let them tell their own. Because you have changed yours many, many times now. First, he didn't do anything. Then he did. Then your parents were liars. I would think that the best thing to do for the lawyers is to put a gag order on Azriel to an extent. I would think that Azriel should have every right to tell her own, but I don't think she has the right to tell the story of everybody else, okay? She mentions that she's going to talk about exes. One of those flings that she mentioned was Sarah, somebody that's on Shaws of Sunset. Now, I watched Shaws of Sunset. Let me go see if I can find Sarah. I watched, let me drink some water. So, Shaws of Sunset before even she even mentioned it. Because I like the show. I just watched it. And, yeah, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see real quick. Let me come back to the internet. I watched the show. I feel you, Judith. I don't blame you. Pardon. Okay. With Amazon. Hold up. Something that ain't supposed to be there. Let me see why Amazon. Okay. So I watched this show of Shaws of Sunset. Let me show y'all the type of show this is, and I'll tell y'all why. This is Shaws of Sunset. This is Shaws of Sunset. You see these beautiful Middle Eastern people. That probably is a belly. I love belly dancing. That is like something I wish I could do. I just think that is one of the most beautiful art of dancing I've ever seen. Very good for exercise people that have big bellies. I think you should try belly dancing because it deals with isolation, meaning you don't move nothing but the belly. You could work it out real nice, everything. But Shaza Sunset is not the type of show, okay, for Azriel to be talking about Sarah in this show. I don't think that's smart. I mean, Sarah's not the type of person that you shouldn't be discussing her business like that. I don't think that. And if they did have a fling, you agreed to it. Like, you agreed to it. You agreed to be in a relationship with multiple people. So I don't understand why you want to go and you want to talk about everybody's business. I don't think that's fair to the person, and I think there should be some type gag order put on her, okay? So yeah, these are the people that this is Shaw's Sunset type people, you know. That these people not the type. They're not the type of people that is like a Azriel. You got Azriel, which she is allowed to be as sexual as she wants. I don't really care. That's why I have not done any videos on what she's doing, because I don't care that much. But I feel like too, when it comes to people that dog out us who call them out on their stuff, I feel like that is not. I feel like that we should be understood for where we're coming from. How can you be a victim of such heinous allegations? Okay, but you just listen to the details. You was there for 5 years, okay? You were receiving the benefits, reaping the benefits of what R. Kelly worked for. He worked for his career. He put in blood, sweat, and tears for it. Whether you like it or not, I'm listening to Joe Budden. I was just listening to Joe Budden and his crew talk about R. Kelly. It was an older video, and they couldn't even get away from the fact they still bump into listening to his music. So they still listen to his music. Don't get it twisted. People still listen to R. Kelly's music, you know, but they still talk bad about him. My problem is, don't down me for looking at it on the other side. You out here looking like a hoe, dog. You look like a slut. Like, what? You look like a slut. But you're victim shaming. No, I'm not. I'm not victim shaming, dog. I do this every day. I do it every day, dog. Like, I don't gossip about people in the neighborhood. But if I see somebody looking like a slut and I'm with somebody and I'm going to say they look like a slut, dog. That just is. Like, you can't. I'm going to be me. I'm just treating her the same way I treat anybody else. You don't want to look like that. You change up. Switch it up. What I love about Joycelyn Savage is Joycelyn Savage has I want to say the word demure about her. She carries herself very eloquently, very sophisticated. She has no, people say she's naive. They say she basically slow. And I think that's ignorant and disrespectful. You don't even know her. You haven't even had a conversation with her. You've heard her speak on TMZ several times, but you don't know Joycelyn to say that the girl is the woman is slow. You know, she hasn't even spoken, so I can't say the woman is slow, but she carries herself well. That's what I can say. That I go by what I hear, what I see, and what I feel, and I've always said that. What I feel, what I hear, and what I see. She has carried herself as a lady. You don't see her. She got big boobs. Do you see? Her boobs are huge. But do we see her titties, though? Do we see her? We don't. We see Azriel's. We see her thighs out. She works out. I watched one of her videos. You see her vagina print. Why do I have to see that to watch your workout video? It's almost like you're leading with sexuality. And this is a problem because and this goes for Ruby, when you lead with sexuality, men in their nature, in the way that God put in them, are visual creatures. These men grow at the sight of something that they find beautiful. the sun baked the men grow in the morning. Honey, they grow at night. They don't, geez, some of them can't go lay down. Geez. They're very hard. So what's the message? I just take things as I see it. I take things as I hear it. And if I'm always hearing your lyrics, now let me tell y'all this. People got on me. People said I wasn't an R. Kelly supporter. People say whatever they want to say. I'm not. I'm a realist. Azriel has talent. Whether you like her or not, she has talent. Why is it that she had talent before she turned on R. Kelly to some of y'all? She had talent before, but when she turned, now y'all saying she don't have talent. I don't get that. I can't get with it. Now, whether she's the best singer, I can't say she is. Okay, my favorites, Beyonce and Whitney Houston. And Mariah's up there, too. Brandy, too. These are my favorite singers ever. And the Clark sisters. Okay, I got a lot of them. And these are the women favorites. And she's to me, she's talented at what she does. But what I notice is that when she raps, and I'm sure y'all notice who's seen these videos, she talks about your man want me, I can take your man, I get wet, and I mean, ew. Didn't you just tell us you ate a cup of shit? Why? But she knows. But this is what I'm saying about the manipulation, which I ain't say yet, but I'm saying now. Manipulation would say, oh, she's young. She doesn't know. R. Kelly made her become this person. As if she had no parents to teach her nothing. As if she was with R. Kelly 5 years out of her life. How many of those years was she with her parents? Now, I'm not calling them bad or nothing. I'm just stating the facts. Let's do the math. 22 minus 5. 17? 17 years, duh. She was with her parents. Pardon me. She was with her parents for 17 years. So you had 17 years to raise your child in which the way that they should go, lest it shall not depart from them. So whatever you put in that child is what you getting. Just like a Joycelyn is so much different than Azriel, because what was put in Joycelyn was a different than what was put in Azriel, and it should be, because we all have different strokes for different folks. But I'm just saying, like the lyrics that you're speaking about, and when you're talking about all these sexual things with the sexual nature and the sexual context, it's misleading. And I will not blame that on R. Kelly. Dog, that's probably why he liked you. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't blame that on R. Kelly. So let's see what y'all saying over here in the comments. Because I don't want to forget y'all over here. The way I have my camera, so, Hair Options says, if you notice, she does the most craziest just to be talked about. And Joy carries herself like a lady should. And 1025 says, Ruby is always leading with sexuality. And that is what I'm saying. And Judah said, where are her clothes? Exactly. And that's what I want to know. Where are your clothes? Like the prosecutor said that the R. Kelly supporters are intimidating witnesses. Bullshit. Nobody I'm not me. I can speak for me. And I'm not intimidating anything. You showing us something out here in the public, and out here in the public, we responding. Like I said, a victim, a person that is in the court system, currently going through litigations. This is not open court case. You have to conduct yourself for the world to believe your story. But out here, like, dressing like that, speaking of your lyrics and everything else, y'all, is this skipping really bad? It's telling me that it is. I hear you, Hair Options. It's her way to get us to talk about her. And that's why I'm not talking about her. I have not been as much talking about her. Because in a sense, at the same time, what I would like to do is I would like to come live more often. I always say that and I never really do. But I don't want my topics to be about Azriel in the entire time. Because then that I would be doing my channel a disservice. Not because I don't want to talk about her. There's things she does that I do want to talk about. But Sometimes, most times I don't, because it's the same thing. You're rapping about taking somebody's man. Listen to what you're saying, Azriel. First of all, girl, grow from that. Grow from that. Taking somebody's man. So what, they gonna blame that on R. Kelly too? Honey, like I said, maybe that's what he liked about you. Men are one of God's greatest creatures created, honey. I love them. I love men. Oh my God, I love them. I love men. I don't want a woman. I'm too much in love with men, okay? Men have this logical sense, and that's why I wanted to talk about relationships. Nothing really formatted. Logic. It's a good book called Love Talk. I read Dr. Phil's book. It's Love Spell. And then I love this other book called Love Talk. It talks about how emotion plus logic equals empathy. Logical being the masculine energy, the man, in more traditional settings, okay? Because you have different relationships now, but logical plus the woman of emotion. When we play these roles, we can it equals communication. I'm sorry. And communication. Now we're able to talk. We're able to speak. Men have this gift of logic. This other author said that before sex, men, and this makes so much sense. Take this and hold it. Don't let it go. Wisdom. Before sex, men are more emotional. After sex, men are more logical. Yeah, I said it right. And for the woman, before sex, women are more logical. Men are, and after sex, women are more emotional. That's what happened with Ruby. He was doing anything, I'm sure, for her before the sex, but after, now you won't even fly her home, and you embarrassed her. So you got to be careful with that, Azriel. Leading with sexuality. Now, am I dragging her? I'm not. I am helping her. Because guess what? No matter what anybody on social media got to say, I look at what God says about me. And if anything, I want to help you be better. I'm not here to tear you down worse. I'm going to tell you, I don't agree with your message. But she's not the only one. Look at the people that's influencing her. I love Meg Thee Stallion, but Meg Thee Stallion, she always showing you her ass. And most of them do. Ari, let me show y'all Ari, because I love Ari. And I don't have anything negative to say about Ari, because I love Ari. Okay, this is her beautiful, beautiful baby. Oh my God, he's so cute. But Ari is dealing with, this is Ari. And she's gotten into it with Alexis Sky before. Ari is beautiful. Her hair is long. She don't need that wig. That's a beautiful wig. But Ari is absolutely beautiful to me, you know. But, and she's dating Moneybagg Yo. Right? Now, the difference between what I find different with Ari and with a lot of those Instagram chicks, Ari does more than just invest her sexuality. She can cook. First of all, she has a lifestyle of her own. She does have her own life. She has her own friends. She does not wrap her world around a dude. You don't see her acting stupid on social media over a guy. She builds up Moneybagg Yo. She does not, so she feeds his ego a lot. She does that. So she does invest in herself, as well as she does show the world that she got a man that she thinks is special. And I feel like in return, Moneybagg Yo rewards her with the things that she needs as a woman, which is quality time and bags, okay? Money too. Yeah. But lately, I'm seeing some other text messages. I think something's going on. Cause she put, this nigga said she said, this nigga said we love y'all the way y'all are. Bitch, who is y'all? Bitch, ain't nobody doing shit for y'all, clown ass. Ain't nobody trying to impress or please no nigga, dummy, trying to be inspirational. See what she said? But then she talking about, I don't know who she's talking about here. She has some other questionable tweets lately, and I'm like, what's going on with their little thing? And you see her here with her baby. She definitely she lets the world know that she loves her son more than she loved any damn body, because she spends time with her son and you could feel the love. There are some questionable tweets I found. This is something that it was scary to me. She put on April 30th. I admit when I'm wrong and apologize now. She said, I admit when I'm wrong and apologize now. I know I love this nigga different. I'm a whole woman out here. But that's scary, because I was listening one of my songs, one of the songs that Moneybagg Yo, right, one of his songs that he has is called No Suckers. He did it with Lil Baby, and that's my jump. I sometimes listen to it. I blast it when I'm riding down the hood. No Suckers. In his song, he says, shuffle all these hoes, and something like that. Shuffle these hoes like Decker, or something like that. Then he says, I ain't Jose. I don't do what the hoes say. She want me to marry. She want me to marry her. No way. I ain't Jose. I don't do what the hoes say. And he makes these references, and it kind of lets me know that ooh, Ari, nah. So it just goes to show, you investing in this man. Like, sometimes it can be tricky when they showing you some type of attention. You might mistake that for he's going to marry you soon, or he finds that you're the one. Can't do that. Can't invest too much too fast, because they not always as ready as they might be pretending to be. You'll find yourself Ruby. You'll find yourself Ruby, where you'll invest all of these things, and then the guy, he'll be texting your fan or your friend. You're like, Nick, people be crazy. People do some weird stuff, you know. So on a, that was just a quick live by y'all. I'm about to roll, but like I said, this going live thing ain't really all my thing. Okay, I've done other crazy things too that I'm not proud of with guys, but it was all a learning lesson, and I am blessed that with some of those crazinesses, I was able to still be forgiven, because I did some shit. I did. Okay. So, and then some, let me just tell you, somebody asked me on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. It's Spicy Topped. Spicy Topped on Instagram. TOPPED. And on Twitter, I have a new Twitter page. It's just Spicy Topics. Make sure you follow me, because I'm trying to build on those other social media platforms. Somebody asked me to do a video, like the zodiac signs of the R. Kelly the alleged victims. I thought it was a great idea. I just don't know. I might do it. I may not. I don't know. But if it's anything y'all want to talk about, let me know.